to bring you the mellifluous sounds of the kid himself, live in concert from the ballroom, people sitting around having a good time, and here is the one and only, inimitable Lonnie Knight.
I thought I was better, thought it was time to begin again. I thought I could do it, stretch out my arms and control the wind. But the crazy still find me, can't leave them behind, and I still can't face up to the end. Every time I see sunlight, along comes at midnight, Lord, here it comes again. It's never as easy, but time after time I've stood up somehow. And this life don't please me, but I fear it's too late to stop it now. Got a world full of strangers, and a head full of dangers, and Lord, I could sure use a friend. And every time I see sunlight, along comes at midnight, Lord, here it comes again. Now some men, they lust for the money, some men, they lust for the wine, but me, I lust for the comfort that comes from finding my own place and time. But time doesn't want me, time doesn't care if I win or lose. And I can't remember the man that used to stand inside these shoes. Now it's too late to forgive me, there's not a thing you can give me to lighten this troubled old mind. So let midnight come and take me in her cold loving arms. Leave all my troubles behind. Let midnight come take me in her cold loving arms. Leave all my troubles behind. Thank you and hello, America. I've been playing for the last couple of weeks with Marilyn Sellers, and so I haven't been saying anything on stage, so I'm totally out of stuff. So we'll just play. This is Billy Steiner. I'm pointing to my right for those of you that can't see it.
For those listening in stereo, yes.
On harmonica. This is a medley about the North Woods of Minnesota. Are they fishing up there yet and hunting and stuff?
Yeah,
Yes?
they open it up this week.
Great.
Limited.
Well, most of my audience doesn't hunt, so I guess they're still out there. There's a wind that blows, it's like no wind before. There's a muscle in the sky, there's a rattle at my door. I'll pull my curtains tight and throw the bolts as well. I'll stuff my ears with sealing wax as the wind begins to swell and blow on. I can't hear you calling. Blow on and on and on, you old blue norther. Yeah. I'm trying not to listen, but I'm bound to. My heart is a string that's wound too tight, and the wind is calling the tune. I filled my house with all the things I need. I've got books and pipes and coffee pots. I've got growing things and seed. I've built a fortress, a castle for my mind, but the walls sing like violins when the wind begins to whine. Blow on, you are not my master. No. Blow on and on, but the wind blows stronger and faster. Yeah, I'm trying not to listen, but I'm bound to. My heart is a string that's wound too tight, and the wind is calling the tune. And the wind will call me out one day. I will go where the muscle blows. And the wind will call, and I will say that I am ready, I suppose. For the world I do not know. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? I'm lost and I'm low. So blow on, you old blue norther. Blow on and on and on, I can hear you calling. Yeah. Blow on and on, you old blue norther. Blow on and on and on, well, I can hear you calling me. Yeah. I can hear you calling me. Yeah. There's a wind that blows, and it's like no wind before. There's a muscle in the sky, now there's a singing at my door. I'll throw my curtains wide, I'll throw the locks away, and know I'll watch the walls come falling down as the wind begins to play. So blow on, 'cause I can hear you calling. Blow on and on and on, you old blue norther. Blow on, I hear you calling, calling. Blow on and on and on, you old blue norther. Yeah. Blow on and on and on, I can hear you calling me. Yeah. I hear you calling me. Yeah. Falling stars, falling leaves. Don't let me fall for her, please. 'Cause I can do without the heartaches. The one I have now leaves me weak in the knees. Heading north to mother country. Mother country shoes. I feel a little sad, I feel a little bit happy. Said mother country. Got some mother country blues. Falling stars, falling leaves. Well, I can see inside my future in times like these. So don't let me fall for it, please. I don't need her remedy. heading north to mother country. Got some mother country shoes, and I feel a little sad, feel a little bit happy. Said mother country, got some mother country blues. She reminds me of an old love. She's a picture from the past. She can make me feel so much younger. But right now I feel I'm falling, even though in my soul I hear mother country. She's calling me. Burning all my bridges now, and I wonder if she can see there's this fire that burns inside of me. But if she's just another pretty face, don't let her fall for me, please. I'm heading north to mother country. Got some mother country shoes, and I feel a little sad, I feel a little bit happy, happy. Said mother country, got some mother country blues, talking about my mother country. I got some mother country blues. Mother country, some mother country blues. Thanks. That second tune was written by Fred Arger, who has been a guest on on Raspberry Ralph's program before.
Heard a lot about it.
And well, we're live, aren't we? I have to keep this up here.
Take 3.
This is a song that I wrote in Austin, Texas. Actually, I started it in Rockford, Illinois. Finished it in Austin. You gonna sing, Pam? We'll just jump up if we are. Jimmy's guitar is an old guitar. It plays so sweet and high. Believe in magic, just give it half a try. Jimmy's songs are old songs, my heart and hands mine, fed with the sun and the moon and the stars and the wind and the rain just fine, singing a hallelujah, bless my soul, sweet country music and rock and roll. Born up believing, believing, believing in life, singing a hallelujah. Won't you clap your hands and follow your heart to a better land? Born up believing, believing, believing in life. Born up believing, believing, believing in life. Jimmy's house is an old house, full of rocks and past time. Feel like I'm soaring on eagle's wing, just drinking Jimmy's wine. Jimmy's heart is an old heart, it's filled with the dreams of a child. Jimmy's life is a stallion, rushing free, running wild, singing a hallelujah, bless my soul, your sweet country music and all that rock and roll. Born up believing, believing, believing in life, singing a hallelujah, won't you clap your hands and follow your heart to a better land. Born up believing, believing, believing in life. Born up believing, believing, believing in life. Jimmy's guitar is an old guitar, it plays so sweet and high. You can't believe in magic, you just give it half a try. Jimmy's life's in that old guitar, take it down and let it ring. Jimmy never taught me how to live, but he taught me how to sing, singing a hallelujah, bless my soul, it's sweet country music and rock and roll. Born up believing, believing, believing in life, singing a hallelujah, won't you clap your hands and follow your heart to a better land. Born up believing, believing, believing in life. Born up believing, 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 believing. Born up believing, I was born up believing. Born up believing, I'll die a believer. I was born up believing, believing in life. Thank you.
You want addresses and numbers and
This one switches to A at the end, Bill. You don't know this one. See, Billy comes to gigs whenever I'm working and he's not, and vice versa. The reverse is also true, as they say. Generally, Billy doesn't know what I'm going to play, and generally I don't know what Billy's going to play. And we've decided after 3 or 4 years doing it that way that there's no point in doing it any other way, so we continue. Thanks, Jeff. This is a new tune. Brand new, hot off the presses. I'm not too holy, baby. When the fire still's on me, I can be wild as the devil inside of me. but you can move me, you can soothe me, you can lead me to see that I just ain't no good without you, babe. Won't you care for me? I know sometimes you suffer, sometimes you wonder if I'm the man that you dreamed I would be. So if I take you for granted, hold out your hand, lead me on to that fine loving ecstasy. 'Cause I ain't no good without you, babe. Won't you care for me? This is no confession, babe. I'm just a man, and men can only try, and men can only fail. But if you stand by me, I know you can stand by me. I'm a ship that's lost at sea. You can be my sail, so won't you steer me, baby? Take the fire in my soul, turn it around for the love that was meant to be. 'Cause I can't go on without you. Baby, won't you care for me? Care for me. This is no confession, babe. I'm just a man. Men can only try, and men can only fail. But if you stand by me, and I know you can stand by me. I'm a ship that's lost at sea. You can be my sail and steer me, baby. Take the fire in my soul, turn it around for the love that is and the love that was meant to be. 'Cause I can't go on without you, babe. So won't you care for me? Yeah. Said I can't go on without you, baby. So care for me, oh yeah. Just care for me. Yeah. Thank you. I probably oughtn't shouldn't do that one. Let's do it for free.
Sure.
Since Billy's here and the Gus is here, Gus Dewey is here, who were on the first album. All 900 copies that have been purchased. No, there's more than that these days. But since Billy and Gus are here, it's probably fitting that we do this one. I slept last night in a good hotel. I'm shopping today for jewels. The wind rushed around in the dirty town. Children let out from the schools. I was standing on a noisy corner, waiting for the walking green. Across the street he stood, he played real good on his clarinet for free. Now me, I play for fortunes, those velvet curtain calls. I got a black limousine, I got two good friends escorting me to the halls. And I play if you have the money, or if you're a friend to me. The one-man band by the quick lunch stand is playing real good for free. Now nobody stopped to hear him, though he played so sweet and high, so sweet and high. They knew he had never been on the TV, and so they passed his music by. I meant to go over and ask for a song, maybe put on a harmony. I heard his refrain as the signal changed. He was playing real good for free.
Great, guys.
Me.
Gus Dewey.
I thought it was you now.
Well, it is me, as a matter of fact. And listeners, we're brought just now pretty nearly halfway through this last hour of the week, as every Sunday night you're tuned here to the #1 music maker, KDWB, the all-new KD, AM and FM, 630 AM, 101.3 FM. And tonight from the ballroom, as you can hear, we're trying a new idea here, live in concert program. The first time we've ever done this, in which I'm not saying much of anything at all, just letting the big fella do it himself. Broad- Who better to start off the first in a new series of programs here than the one and only Lonnie Knight himself. Our thanks to the kid for being here. And while I'm giving thanks to Dan Blagan and Eric Sayer for joining us last Sunday night when we featured their new album, Classical Cartoon Music. I hope that is out in the bins, as we say in the trades. It's a fine phonograph record. You run down and pick it up. If you can't, get a hold of SRO Productions out on Bloomington Avenue in Minneapolis. Ask Larry Burley to get you a copy. Aardvark, Classical Cartoon Music from Blagan and Sayer. Next Sunday night on this program is Halloween, so I kind of hope you'll all dress up in your costumes. We'll have the costumed Tom Lieberman right here. Tom will be dressed up as a cross between a lumberjack and a pillow. And will be our single guest next Sunday night. Other guests upcoming on the program: Michael Cooney, 2 weeks from tonight; Bob Hardy, St. Paul singer and storyteller; I think possibly Steve Goodman; Terry O'Shea, and Lenny Armstrong. If you are a musician, know one would like to be a guest in this program, drop me a card or a letter anytime here to Blueberry Bill, KDWB Radio, P.O. Box 7630, St. Paul, Minnesota 55119. Among the guests in the ballroom this Sunday night, young man Michael Simmons, who wrote me a letter and asked if he could drop in sometime to the ballroom, which we have not previously done. We invited him along, and Mike's here. I hope he's having a good time. He looks pretty spaced. He's probably been into the pleasures. If you might sometime like to sit in the ballroom and watch us broadcast here from high atop the palatial recording studios, drop me a card or a letter. Possibly an 8x10 glossy if you have one. No, I'm kidding about that. You don't need to do that.
Full frontal nudity. Yeah.
If we have room for you, I'll sure get back to you. Include a phone number or whatever. And perhaps some Sunday night you can join us way up here. Remember, though, it's after curfew. Speaking of television, you listeners who might want to, this coming Friday, I think the 29th, I'll be on the TV, Channel 11 in the morning with my pals Tom and Rudy Darling and Jack Pearson. You might tune in and catch us if you want. And that's enough from me. Well, okay then, so let's go on right back here to Lonnie Knight. Lon, Billy?
Hovering by my suitcase, trying to find a warm place to spend my nights. Heavy rain's falling. Seems I hear your voice calling, it's alright. It's a rainy night in Georgia, a rainy night in Georgia, Lord, I believe it's raining all over. Through an old lover's eyes, saw the Sunday morning skies, I felt the world about to rain. In an old book of poems, I saw the sun through a steaming window pane, and I came here of my own accord. I got my own reward, but I lost along the way. She showed me who I used to be. She looked it up for me. She said these were better days. With an old friend of mine, I swept away the webs of time. I took the years down from the shelf, turned them over in the light. I held them close and I felt their bite. Another fool in search of self. Now I know sometimes I'm easy, greener pastures please me, but all that green can turn to gray. And I know sometimes I'm hard, you can feel the scars, the search for better days. Through an old lover's eyes, I see I've changed, but not like I thought, not like I taught myself. Well, I've bought and sold myself too many times to know the truth from lies, the jive from reason, a man for any season. Me, can you see me now? Me, wash away the years and there's still me. Somewhere and somehow it's me. Hey, yeah. Through an old lover's eyes, I threw away my old disguise, and I crawled my bloody mile. And now standing in my own shoes, I can sing my own blues, and I can walk away. And I see through my own heart, and this is where I start to find better days, to find better days with you, to find better days. Thank you. Hi, Bill.
Lonnie Knight. Hiya, Lon. Hey, how do you like this way of doing it?
It's real strange. I was talking during during. Can we tell them that this is live on tape
Sure.
rather than live on
Sure.
live? It's very strange doing it because when you're on stage doing a show, you have a lot of visual things you can do, and you can't when you're doing this. So
Show him your leg.
at the end of a song, if I don't start talking immediately, then there's silence, and for the people listening on the radio, that's all there is silence. And so you have to stay in a strange kind of gear that I don't really understand yet, but I'm enjoying it.
I read an article in a I read an article in a magazine a few months back that was about this program, and it said that one of my virtues was that I wasn't afraid of dead air.
That's something you picked up from Tony Glover, huh?
Don't know. Just don't have anything to say. This is the first time we've done this, and we're somewhat engineerless here this Sunday night, experimenting, and so Lon's voice may be switching around speakers. If you're listening in stereo, Lon may be jumping around a little bit. We're trying to keep him in the middle of the road.
It's all intentional, though. I grew up with psychedelics. Yeah.
For
we
tho-
should do one that just whooshes.
In the last 3 years, Lon, you've been a guest in this program, must be now, what, 4 times?
35.
35 times. And we have featured, in the past few years, both of your albums. The last, Song for a City Mouse, which is appropriate to plug. I think that album is available, so is the first one. Billy's sitting over there with a City Mouse t-shirt on, so pretty easy to talk about that album. And I've seen you lately performing down at Williams Pub by yourself and sometimes with other guest friends the last couple of months. What else have you been up to since we last saw you?
Ooh. Been over to Sound 80 a whole lot, doing commercials. Did an album for a guy from Milwaukee named Bill Camplin. I don't know if I was into that project when I was here the last
You told me about it, Lon, yeah.
It's a good record, and it's mostly going to be available through his performances. I don't know if he's going to try and market it as such, but if there's a chance, you should pick it up, because it's a good record. And doing a lot of commercials, like I said, and currently I'm working with Marilyn Sellers out at the Registry.
One day at a
Took a lot of
time.
the session cats and went out, Marilyn of One Day at a Time fame.
All right.
And we're wearing tuxedos and playing a lot of music.
Do
Doing
it.
a little jazz during the dance sets, and then Marilyn comes on and does her country number, and then we play some more jazz and rock and roll, and then she does her country number again, and then we get drunk and go home.
Well, whatever you're doing, it looks like it wears well on you. You seem to be in great shape. The Jack Daniels, I'm sure that helps a little bit, too. Lord knows we need all the help we can get. Yes, and the biscuits help, too. No, that's a different program.
Simulating nighttime.
How about another tune from you, Lon?
Another tune. Caught me off guard. Okay. We'll do this and get Gus and Pam in on the scene. A couple of people. This is a kind of a hodgepodge of strange individuals in here. And among the hodgepodge of strange individuals are Pam Smith and Gus Dewey. Pam's my old lady and Gus is my good friend, and Gus wrote this tune.
Gus is my old lady.
They got big parks in South Africa. They got Nazis and castles too. Wrap the natives in tar paper. Lock the animals, lock 'em all in a zoo. Strap it on, they mine owner. Don't your gun make you feel big? But there's a new day surely gonna come. A new day when your niggas won't dig. Then you tell me about the diamonds, shining bright and flashing green and a deep rich blue. You say they're burning fiery red and it's waiting for you. Mighty oryx, great kudu, out scrounging around for food. We're down here on our hands and knees looking for anything, anything put us in a better mood. Then you tell me about the diamonds, shiny bright and flashing green and a deep rich blue. You say it's burning fiery red and it's waiting for you. For you. Billy. Big parks in South Africa. They got Nazis and castles too. Wrap the natives in tar paper. Lock the animals, lock 'em all in a zoo. But don't tell me about the diamonds, shiny bright and flashing green and a deep rich blue. Don't say they burning fiery red and it's waiting for you. Kudu. Gus Dewey and Pam Smith and Billy Steiner.
Yeah, nice stuff. Lon, you did Gus's tune once before in this program.
Did I do this one? I
Yeah.
know I did Let Me Down Easy.
You did this one. Yeah. Dynamite song. Diamond song.
Ha.
From Gus Dewey. And Lonnie Knight. Billy Steiner, why don't you step into that microphone and say hello to the folks in Radio Land?
Hi, Mom. It's a little late for my mom to be listening, you know, because she's got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
Had to get it in.
Late for my mom, too.
Gus's dad is.
She passed on 52.
Yes.
No.
I'm gonna say it's early for my mom, but it doesn't cover that.
If
Billy-
we were- okay, go ahead.
Well, thank you. Billy Steiner, harp player. You've been on this program in absentia, Billy, several times before on Lonnie's albums, on Fred Arger's album. It seems to me something else, too.
Nature Valley granola commercial.
Is that right?
That Nature Valley granola is...
That's you. Ubiquitous harp player and City Mouse musician. Say something about City Mouse. You've been playing at Williams Pub just recently, haven't you?
Yes, we finished up last night. Saturday night we finished up 3 nights there. First time they let us into Minneapolis in a year. They'll let our band into Minneapolis once a year.
City Mouse is yourself and Gus. Who else?
Dale Hawk Hafner on the piano and organ, and Bruce Waterston on the drums, and Dan Duffy on the bass.
Well,
5 of us.
One of these Sunday nights, let's get together with City Mouse and listen to some of that.
Yeah, we'll give you our single. We've got a single coming out in 3 or 4 weeks. And we're going to try to get in the teenage hit bins.
Great. We'll look forward to it. It's nice having you here, Billy.
Real nice to be here. Thank you.
Lon, what are you trying to signal? You can just talk to me about it.
Oh, I can just talk to you? I was
Sure.
just asking you how much time we have.
We have got left this last hour of the week approximately about 12 minutes.
Oh, great.
Judge from the big clock on the wall.
Last call.
You want?
Oh, God, no.
You want to jump right now into another tune over there, Lon?
I could. I wanted to mention one other thing that while we're doing plugs, etc., that I'm kind of proud of is we did a score for National Public Radio for Earplay. And I'm sure we can mention public radio on this station.
You can mention anything you want to.
It's called Girls of the Golden West, and it's a parody of the Old West and of the women involved in the Old West. Billy had a large part in playing on the thing, so I just wanted to mention that before we went on.
Thank you for the job, man.
You're welcome, Bill. Your check should be in the mail.
And I won't come in your mouth.
I'll just mention apothegmatically and plug a couple of other things. One is that you're on the Bible Folk album,
Yeah.
which I've been listening to, and
That was
that's
a trip.
I think that's very nice myself. It's good stuff. Dick Green's production, along with Chad
who?
Mitchell. Dick Wilson, I'm
Dick
sorry.
Wilson,
Yeah,
yeah.
Dick Wilson. And that's a nice album. And a compliment to you, too, Lon, since I haven't really talked to you since, I guess we had Mark Gaddis's album on some time ago, nicely reviewed in Billboard, and you did the very sensitive photography of Mark and Barbara,
Well, thank you.
and Mark again on the back. It's nice stuff. All right, some sensitive music from Lonnie Knight.
This song is hardly sensitive. I've been doing this in concert a lot, and it's kind of borderline strange, you know, and I notice people, when I can see the audience, they're sitting there wondering whether it's funny or whether I'm serious and just totally out of my skull. And so I'm not going to answer the question, but if you want to laugh at certain lyrics, be my guest. It's kind of an E, Bill. Someone's playing piano in the front room. Jerry Jeff is crying on a record machine. I keep missing the trash bag with my beer cans. All this noise is keeping me from getting mean. The traffic's loud, but I keep the windows open. It drowns out the wind that softly calls your name. Denise just walked in looking for something that mixes well with brandy. Somehow it all ties in and keeps me sane. The flies are in the kitchen and my eggs are on the floor. Some crazy fool is out front and he's knocking on my door. I said, put it where you want it, don't bother me no more. Well, the minute I came here, I felt like I'd been here before. Frank is throwing knives around the corner. says it's in the wrists, and I think he's right. Crazy Terry's dealing blackjack with his eyes like loaded shotguns. He just asked my Saint Bernard to step outside and fight. You're still on my mind, I just can't help it. I'm not drunk, and all the whiskey does is bite. Funny Edna from Virginia is phoning from the tavern. She said she just got better and she'd love to spend the night. The flies are in the kitchen, now my pants are on the floor. Some crazy fool is out front and he's knocking on my door. Just put it where you want it and don't bother me no more. Oh Lord, the minute I came here, I felt like I'd been here before. Now they're stringing lights and bells around the bathroom. Men in tights and girls in dungarees. The Salvation Army marching band is coming through the window. The biggest bug I ever saw is nipping at my knees. And as I write these words, I know that you won't believe them. But I'll testify that everyone is true. Now the making of my bed for Edna sometimes train gorilla. As the sun sinks low, I'm still in love with you. The song is dedicated to last summer. That's it. Oh, you want me to keep going? Ah, yes, okay, well. It's a tune that I did that, doing a lot of down tunes again this time. This is one that, Sean Blackburn got off on, so I'll probably do it. It's about looking backwards and the inherent fallacy in looking backwards. Through an old lover's eyes, saw the Sunday morning skies. I felt the world about to rain. In an old book of poems, I saw the sun through a steaming window pane. And I came here of my own accord. I got my own reward, but I lost along the way. And she showed me who I used to be. She looked it up for me. She said these were better days. With an old friend of mine, I swept away the webs of time. I took the years down from the shelf, turned them over in the light. I held them close and I felt their bite. Another fool in search of self. Now I know sometimes I'm easy, greener pastures please me, but all that green can turn to gray. And I know sometimes I'm hard, you can feel the scars, the search for better days. Through an old lover's eyes, I see I've changed, but not like I thought, not like I taught myself. Well, I've bought and sold myself too many times to know the truth from lies, the jive from reason, a man for any season. Me, can you see me now? Me, wash away the years and there's still me. Somewhere and somehow it's me. Hey, yeah. Through an old lover's eyes, I threw away my old disguise, and I crawled my bloody mile. And now standing in my own shoes, I can sing my own blues, and I can walk away. And I see through my own heart, and this is where I start to find better days, to find better days with you, to find better days. Thank you. I keep wanting to break into one day at a time, you know?
One night at a time, that's what we are. Listeners, you're tuned here to the all-new KDWB AM and FM. And if you're listening in FM, that's Lonnie's voice coming right down the middle. Lonnie's guitar's over there on the right side, more or left. Billy's playing harp coming out the left side.
You can all check your stereo, see if every speaker's hooked up right.
For you
I have to do that myself.
For you people listening in quadraphonic, I don't understand you people.
How about the strange ones that have 3 speakers?
We are winding down here, Lon, towards the end of another last hour of the week. Can't think of anyone I would rather have here this Sunday night, beginning these new live-in-concert stereo broadcasts from the ballroom, high atop the palatial recording studios, you know where. Lon, why don't you and Billy take us off with a little bit of that nice rhythm stuff you were doing back earlier before we began?
We got time for a whole song?
No, we're just gonna we're gonna fade off with this here.
Well, let's fade off with that soda, and we're gonna do something different that we had planned that we don't have time for. So,
all right, punch right into it. You've been listening here to the last hour of the week, as every Sunday night.
Stick Gus and Pam on. Right?
All right. Thanks to Lonnie. Thanks to Billy. Thanks to Pam and Gus. Jeff Cahill stopped by, just finishing up his gig at the Extemp. I'll be back next Sunday night with Tom Lieberman. We're going to play a little miscellaneous music for you right now, and then we're going to come on with a happy hour. See you next week.
Didn't know what he was doing, putting eyes into my head. If it didn't want me watching women, would